Hello everyone, welcome to the walkthrough for the game Othercide. So we are at day 5 and let's continue. So we have a couple of different missions, a rescue mission and a hunt mission that's impossible. So we are going to do the rescue mission. Now, just give me a second. I don't have that many high level characters, so I'm still missing a couple of characters. So let's see if we can buff up Chris's damage. No, we cannot. That's okay. Yes, let's increase the damage of shadow rounds, and let's also maybe consider... Okay, we don't have enough vitae. So it is a rescue mission, and we don't have our strongest unit because we used her for... We used her for the penance mission. I'm just thinking whether I should do the hunt mission or the actual rescue mission with this team. Okay, let's go for the rescue mission. It shouldn't be too difficult, but I'm a little bit concerned because I don't have the the strongest team.
Scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
Suffering has contorted this city upon itself.
So rescue missions, remember, we have to just escort the Bright Soul until basically the end of the map. Let's move the Bright Soul up. So we are gonna take... So our objective is just go to the evac zone with the Bright Soul. It's as I said, it's a bit like VIP escort missions in XCOM. It has sort of the same notion. And the Bright Soul always gets to go first. Alright, let's probably move here. We don't want to move too far away from our daughters, because if we do that, okay, so I've set up that properly, because we are going to go right behind him for a backstab. This is an easy one, an easy decision.
The cure will be found.
We do have to be careful of the scavengers. So we have 2 scavengers that will spawn and they will act very quickly, so we need to take care and defeat them as soon as possible. But they are very far away, so I'm not particularly worried.
Another terror to haunt us.
We're just gonna move here. Don't worry, because the scavengers have spawned, I have to act now and get my Bright Soul out as soon as possible. I'm not particularly worried about the scavengers because I can always intercept their attack with interception shot. And there's only 2 scavengers, which means they aren't too much of a problem. So I don't know who they're going to target, but likely they're going to attack Chris. Likely. I don't know yet. So the backstab is useful. I don't think they will be able to get to me in 2 turns. Let's see if I can escape with a Bright Soul. Yes, I can. I'm just thinking. They will be able to reach me, but I don't think they will attack Clemens, although I'm not sure.
Shred them down.
If they do attack Clemens, it's okay. I'm not particularly worried. She does have a lot of health. I mean, she does have decent amount of armor, so it's not a huge problem. It's only a problem when they attack Chris. So... just thinking... I have to go this way. I should be able to get, yeah, an easy lightning strike.
One less to plague the innocent.
I don't know who they're going to attack, so I have to just gamble.
How foolish my fears.
Because of the all units
More of his
at
doctors.
20 initiative units
Should I
sooner,
say acolytes?
it's difficult to know. All units will end their turn minus 20
The
initiative
doctor has
points
sent a new atrocity.
after ending their turn, right? So if I take a big leap here, it will only push me to 73.
No mercy. Memories of another life. Guard them well.
That's easily taken care of. No problem there. Yeah, I think I will just shoot him. Because he is locking on my units.
How foolish my fears.
So if you take just a normal so it's minus 20 after ending their turn, and it's very confusing because if you don't go into burst, it's actually minus 10. So it's minus 20 from the end of their turn. So I'm just going to go for the backstab here. That's why I'm positioning where I'm positioning.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
Memories of another life. Guard them well. I revel in her strength.
Bleed them dry.
Another
So
terror
this is
to
done on
wound us.
purpose. It forces those enemies to come around the corner, and that's what I want them to do. Exactly. Okay, so Clemens should be able to get out. We'll just take a big step, and that's it. She's gonna go. So you want to get out as soon as possible because scavengers are coming, which means they're able to take turns very quickly. So they'll be able to take turns much faster than I can. They can take turns twice before I take one turn. So I just want to escape from this as soon as possible. They already caused me some trouble before, but they were only able to hit me once, so it's not of a big issue. But if scavengers are right next to you and they're taking their turn, they can hit you twice.
Striking.
So Imbue Blade is guaranteed damage.
Impressive.
Can't miss. Now, I can fight them with Rebecca because Rebecca has a lot of armor, so I will be able to defeat them.
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Like, I will be able to defeat them without too much of a problem, but I'm not going to do so. I just want to get out of here because the sooner I leave, the better it is. See how quickly that they can act. So having your initiative go up is not always good. So this event is positive and negative. It depends on the enemies that you're fighting. So against scavengers, it's actually a real problem. Because normally you're taking turn at 37, right? If you go into burst, you're taking turn at 73. So they will be able to take 4 turns before you do that. But they will be able to take turns twice. Normally, they're only able to take turns twice if you go into burst. Because they act at 40 initiative, so they can act at 40, 80, and after 80, the next will be 120. Whilst if they're taking turns at 20 initiative, they'll be able to act at 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So they'll be able to take turns 4 times before you can take turns.
Let her flourish.
So it's very, very risky. Okay, we'll have to sacrifice the, oh, no.
Together, you are
To get a
stronger.
resurrection token. We don't need to do anything, so now we proceed to the next day.
Suffering manifests again.
All base armor is increased by
Rise to
15%.
face it.
So I think that increases enemy base armor as well. The child spent sleepless nights molding tiny figures out of clay, finding solace in his creation. Okay, so we haven't gone survival mission, but we have 2 hunt missions that are impossible. So we will be doing all these missions. Let's create some new daughters once we have enough vitae. The Dark Corner. And what's the other impossible mission? The Crossroads. So I'll be separating my teams. Okay, this is yeah, okay, so alright, I'll okay. Alright, this team it is then. So we'll need to have, because I'm a little bit low on vitae,
We must prepare to pay any price.
I'm only able to have 6 members, but I need more daughters.
These statues remember no victory, no heroes, only pain.
So I'm mixing my daughters together. Okay, we have a couple of range units, melee units, a Reaper or a Hunter. I'm nervous about, but overall it's okay. So we just move up by advancing our daughters. And so this is not normally the team that I would consider the best team, but I'm mixing my teams together, so I'm not leaving out any daughters. Okay, so I don't want to be next to his melee range. This unit can only attack or move. They cannot attack and move at the same time. Also, they're also unable to use special abilities as well, like leap. in their first turn, they can't do that. I think everyone has their base armor increased, right? By 15%. Yeah, I think. So this unit is locking on Helena. We are not worried about that. Because, it's a simple solution. We'll need to move forward one more tile and use lightning strike.
Impressive.
Okay. So we just focus fire on this enemy.
Bleed them dry.
More of his doctors. Or should I say acolytes?
Okay, so now he lost his armor. Yeah, we'll just go for the takedown. It's pretty easy.
Exquisite.
Alright, this is a easy mission. Not an easy mission, but
Memories
this
of
is a hunt
another
mission.
life.
There are no
Guard
no
them
like
well.
special strategies to hunt missions. You just have to defeat all your enemies. It's that simple. It's not like a penance missions or rescue missions. There's like a special strategy. Like there's specific ways that you need to do missions. We'll just push him back on the timeline. We don't want him to act sooner than us. With Slam, you can perpetually push enemies down the timeline. So Slam can indefinitely push enemies, and therefore it's a good way to control enemies. Okay, so they're attacking Jill, and that's not what I'm a little bit worried about this. I will use lightning strike on this person.
Striking.
Then I'm going to do a regular hit. I've just gambled the 85
Impressive.
chance. If I can't get him, I will go behind and use
The veil grows weaker. His power stronger. It will reap what suffering has sown.
Okay, so I'm moving my character here. Preparing to hit this scavenger, as well as going for backstabs. Okay, so the cursed therapist would have to move up in order to lock on me. Okay. We have a simple job for Bella, which is to hit this guy.
Progress has its setbacks.
So I'm just moving Bella up to reinforce my other daughters. Okay, this guy wants to fight with me. No problem. We'll get our flank
Can't
hit.
stop progress. The cure will be found.
So, and we can go for a backstab, which is doing a huge amount of damage. I'm gonna consume all my AP because there's not too many enemies left. I just want to do as much damage as possible. And I want this person to move up to target lock Jill. Once he or she target locks Jill, then I'm gonna move Bella to intercept.
can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
I'm here, ready to intercept this person. This person has to move up to target lock. If he moves up to target lock, then that's the end.
I revel in her strength.
Bleed them dry.
Memories of another life. Guard them well. Flawless.
Okay, so I'm positioning my daughters in a semicircle to flank and attack these enemies. So basically, basically surrounding them. So no matter which daughter that they go for, their backs will be exposed to another daughter. So I'm forming a semicircle to surround them. Okay, so I'm just thinking what to do here. I think I can just do this.
Exquisite.
Alright, so the final enemy spawns here, so we're just gonna go down and engage the final enemy that's going to spawn. I'm not worried about the target lock because we will be able to shoot from range as well. I don't think it's even necessary to... Yeah, it's not necessary to attack. Alright, we'll just give Jill the experience. I just want to set up the flank so
Shred them down.
it's harder for him to survive the hit.
You can't stop progress.
Alright, GG.
The cure will be found.
Alright, so Bella has reached
Let
level
her
5,
flourish.
which is great for us.
Though the danger passes, what memory has this agony uncovered?
We will look at that later, the level 5 daughter. So we are going to germinate 3 daughters.
Please, guide her well.
No, hold on. I want to rename them. No, rename. I'm thinking. How about we just call her Ada? Maybe not Ada. Let me think. Can't think of a good name. Maybe just Claire? No, let's call her Ada. And she will be a soul slinger.
Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
Let's create another daughter.
Give life to our daughters.
Maybe we'll call her Miranda. Yeah, Miranda. What was the other character's name? I'm thinking. Cindy, yeah, maybe we'll just call her Cindy. So I feel like Cindy is a fairly common name. Cindy or Miranda. Let's call her Cindy. And Cindy will be a shield bearer.
Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
We're missing one more, right? So I'm just trying to think of a name.
Give life to our daughters.
How about we're gonna call you Sam? There we go.
Please, guide her well.
I like Sam's hairstyle. Yeah, I like Sam's hairstyle. Look at it, it's very
Now,
cool.
unleash her on any who stand in her way.
Okay, so Ada, let's give you some power-ups. No, we can't. Because we don't have enough Vitae. Okay. It's alright. So another hunt mission, the Dark Corner. So that's a pretty difficult mission. A hunt mission that's challenging in the Plague Cemetery. I'm not really sure I should have all level 1 characters to do that mission. Yeah, I don't know about doing that mission with only level 1 characters. So I'm going to bring Ada here because I want some stronger. I feel like, yeah, okay, I feel like this is a better team because I'm not particularly worried about my Blade Master. Although they do a lot of damage, I really need to have stronger control, which is my Shield Bearer and my Soul Slinger. And there's a big difference between a level
Here,
1.
we cut and slice and skin for study.
Alright, that sounds yeah. I don't know about cut, slice, and skin, but okay, whatever you say, bro. That sounds so awful and horrible. It's just, I don't know why they even put that in the game. Okay, let's see. So I put my Shield Bearer here to control this Hunter and this Scavenger. But I really need to control the Hunter because I'm very worried about the Hunter. The rest of the enemies are less of an issue, mostly range units with 2 melee units here which I need to deal with. Okay, I'm gonna bring Sam down here to deal with them. Because Sam should be able to deal with them without too much of a problem. I know I'm stretching my units very thin, but I don't want to get surrounded. I think Rebecca should be okay up here. So we are not going to worry about Rebecca. The problem is down there. Because Rebecca has super armor, it's not an issue. We'll just keep using Slam because Slam is guaranteed damage. And guaranteed damage is good.
Exquisite.
Okay, that's good for us. Okay, this is simple. Alright, so let's move Clemens up to support Rebecca because she's in a difficult position.
Memories of another life.
It's possible that these
Guard
guys
them well.
can attack and surround her, so I don't want that to happen, obviously. I mean, there are ways to avoid that, but she does need some help. Because Sam should be okay down there. This should be able to take them out.
A clean cut.
Should is a keyword. Okay.
Exquisite.
Alright. Let's go back.
Memories
We just
of
hide in
another
this
life.
little corner, so if they want to
Guard
target
them
lock
well.
us, they have to move towards us.
Striking.
Right, I just don't want to go into burst unless I absolutely have to. I don't mind them target locking me. Alright, Sam is okay to stay here. We don't need to do anything.
Flawless.
Yep,
Progress has its
good.
setbacks.
I should have just done the backstab, but
The veil grows weaker.
okay, so 2 more enemies here. Ah, okay, so that should be pretty easy. Sam should be able to take care of that. And
Memories of another
we'll
life.
just move Clemens down there,
Guard them well.
just in case, you know? Just in case Sam runs into problems. But I don't think she will. Yeah, I don't think she will. So we'll just have to skip turns and wait. This guy can go first, right? Okay, that's a problem. So I should have paid attention. Let's see. I don't think she can get there. Alright, so I don't take a ton of damage. Should have paid attention on the timeline. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. You end up taking unnecessary
Exquisite.
damage. I mean, that wasn't damage. Alright, okay. I've forgotten about that. So, Imbued Blade, it will disappear. Imbued Blade has a bug that will cause Imbued Blade to disappear if the unit that you're targeting on dies. So if I use Imbued Blade here, and this person dies before Imbued Blade goes off, then Imbued Blade will disappear.
Impressive.
Yeah. So that's a bug. It's a very annoying bug, but so that bug caused me to take a ton of damage.
Let her flourish. Another threat has come to an end.
So I can sacrifice a daughter, like Sam. I'm not really sure I want to do that. I don't know what skill to pick yet. Maybe I'll just pick Lightning Strike. Okay, we will look at the level 5 skill later. Okay, the Plague Cemetery. Hold on. Let's equip some memories. Wait. Let's equip some memories. No. We'll look at the level 5 skill later. Let's attack. So I can show you guys, you can actually sacrifice daughters to heal another daughter, but you can only sacrifice daughters or Sam or higher level. So I could sacrifice Clemens for Sam, but I'm not going to do that. But what I can do though is I can sacrifice Sam for someone like Cindy or Ada. Okay, so what I can do here is I can show you guys. It's Sam just a level 2 character. It's not a big problem. The only way to heal a daughter is to sacrifice another daughter of equal or higher level. The surviving daughter will be healed and receive a fragment of the sacrificed daughter's soul, gaining some of its power. The sacrificed daughter will be laid to rest in the cemetery. I will get extra damage, etc. But I'm not going to do that yet. Just go with these 3 for the Plague Cemetery. It's a pretty routine mission.
Careful. You wouldn't want my scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
Joy will walk these streets again.
So I got lucky. My daughters spawned together rather than separate. There's no real place to go. We just have to wait for the enemies to come towards us. There's no point going towards them. Maybe I will just fight the hunter. Maybe that was a bad move. So, lightning strike guaranteed damage. Yeah, we will do that.
Shatter them.
Alright, he dodged a couple of the shots. So notice he dodged 3 out of 6 shots. That's pretty crazy. So having 15% dodge actually helps a lot. It helps more than you think. Just push him back on the timeline. And we'll go for a big attack here. We'll just keep shooting him with Ada. Just to do some damage. Okay, he's target locking me. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough. Okay. Question my decision later.
A clean cut.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Okay, just get out of the lock-on and reposition. Alright, GG. Two
Strike.
enemies left. Alright. So this enemy skipped a turn because his lock-on failed. I don't know why they skip a turn, but it seems that when somehow they skip turns. So they are using reinforced armor. Their reinforced armor isn't gonna do anything. Alright, we'll just shoot this guy. It's a guaranteed damage, so
No
any
mercy.
guaranteed damage, you should take it. Okay, so he has a ton of armor, right? But you might be like, how do you deal with that? Well, you use slam to force him face towards you. And then, because he has a lot of armor, remember, if enemies have a lot of armor, use an attack that does a lot of damage. So it mitigates armor, especially backstabs, because they do a ton of damage. Even though he has 233 armor, it's not gonna do anything.
Impressive.
Alright, success.
Come what may, we will slow suffering's progress. Another threat has come to an end. This time.
Alright,
What
so
memory
again,
has this
I'm gonna
agony
pick shadow
uncovered?
rounds. That's the best option. And Blacksmith's Grace. Now, Wrathful Rain is sometimes useful, don't get me wrong. So, it depends on the situation. Alright, I'm just gonna make a quick cut here, then we'll come back for the boss battle. So we will advance to the next day because we've exhausted all our mission and
Watch for the
exhausted
doctor's
all our
scalpel.
daughter as well. So,
The crisis has passed, and with it, the mystery it held.
alright, we'll come back again for the boss battle. Bye.